So coming to the next vulnerability, it is injection vulnerability. So basically, what is injection vulnerability? So injection vulnerability occurs when untrusted data is sent to a system as part of a command or a query. So it can be sent as a command or a query or a script. So at any type, so it sends as a these kind of a data into the input vectors. So like input like what you can say, the username, password, or password, or search bars. So where we try to inject these kind of data and allowing like to execute these unintended commands to gain the access of the system. Okay, so this is the injection vulnerability. So how we can do, like example, so on an e-commerce site like Amazon, if a search bar allows SQL queries, so what is the main use of the search bar? So basically what it does, so it takes the input what you can say, let's say there is a query, select star from sorry for my handwriting, and products where name like, let's say what you want to search here, I want to search on headphones. Okay, so this I am searching. So this is the query. The query looks like this. Actually it's this is the select. Okay, so in place of the headphones, so this is the search bar input, whatever we give as the input in the search bar, so that will be captured in this statement here. So let's say if we give this query there. Okay, this is a payload, you can say SQL injection payload. So if I try to give that, so basically what happens is this statement will be like it will be replaced like this, or 1 equal to 1. So this will be the statement. Now in place of the headphones it will be replaced with this. So what happens, it makes the condition 1 equal to 1 true. Okay, so for or any one condition to be true, so if 1 equal to 1 is true, so the entire statement is true. So what happens, it will list all the products that are mentioned in the database. Okay, so this is how the attacker tries to like check or tries to take exploit the application. So this is the injection vulnerability. So and gain the sensitive data information. Okay, then coming to the consequences of this injection vulnerability is data loss. Okay, then corruption, so the data can also be get modified. Okay, if according to if the attacker tries to modify the statement with his some query, so where he tries to corrupt the database, so he can do that. Or unauthorized access also, right? So the user gets the access to the database, it's an unauthorized access. So for mitigations, what we need to do, so we need to use the parameterized queries or prepared statements in order to. So what does that mean? So instead of directly giving the input, the search button, the search input directly into the statement, we need to pass it as a parameter first. Okay, here we can give some kind of a question mark or like that in the code. Actually for that we need to understand how the prepared statement looks like. Okay, so these the prepared statement will be like what you can say, let's consider as a parameter it will be there, then we will be give the input after the code get execute. Okay, we directly don't run the input along with the code, so we give them as a separate. For now you just take that point. Okay, using the parameterized queries, I will cover this in future class. I will explain in detail what is parameterized query or what is prepared statement. For now, like we are passing the parameter, we are not directly loading the input along with the statement. Okay, then coming to validate and sanitize all user inputs. So whatever the user input, so user inputs like search button, headphones, or some other what he was like he is giving username or password or comment box. So whatever the user gives, that need to be properly validated and sanitized. So we should not trust on any user input. So we need to validate. So we need to write some function like is validate, like that. Okay. So also we need to sanitize it, like we need to clearly check whether that is having the HTTP or the URL having the HTTP or HTTPS, like that. And also employ input escaping for all special characters. Let's say here we have seen, right, the apostrophe. So these are all special characters. So we need to check what special characters can be avoided in this statement, so that we can try to do. And implement strong access controls, so and least privilege principles. So we should not allow any normal user to run this type of queries in the backend. So that also need to be verified. So these are all the mitigations for the injection vulnerability.